Thanks for doing this, Sean. I appreciate it. I know you've been busy all the morning, at least for the last 24 hours. At least I'm following your Twitter feed. Some interesting stuff out of Philly, I will say that.
Oh, yeah. Been living everywhere this morning.
I can
early today, too, like 4 a.m.
Oh, good Lord. You're a brave man, because I get up every morning right around that time, so I understand.
I don't understand how you can do that every morning.
I'm telling you.
And be presentable, and, like, chipper and I can do it maybe once or twice out of the week. That's about it.
They say you get used to it, but I'm telling you right now, I've been doing it for a year and a half. I still don't know which end is up.
Right. I agree. I'm like, they have to go to bed at like 6 o'clock at night. I mean, that's the only way to be functional with that time of day. But
you would think, but believe it or not, the hardest part is getting to bed. You know in your head, I got to go to bed at 8 o'clock. I should go to bed, well, maybe 9 o'clock, and you're still wide awake going, I got to get up in the morning.
Yeah. You're like, why can't I sleep? I know I got to be up. I agree.
Exactly. I love this. Sean's interviewing me. Sure. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm going to start right here and say, Sean Willingham, welcome to the new 107.1 The Boss.
I love it.
All right, let me enlighten some people about bull riding. First off, it's profitable, but it's deceptively profitable. Sean has made over $1 million on this tour. But I would also imagine, Sean, the medical bills that you've incurred, because you've had some serious injuries, man. I mean, that's got to come out of your pocket as well, correct?
Yes, I mean, we do have insurance through our company, which is pretty good. I think they do 80-20% on all of our doctor bills. But
see, I never knew that. That's interesting. Yeah,
it's only up to a certain dollar amount, and some of those injuries your doctor bills can add up very quickly, especially if you get on a bad wreck and you have to have multiple surgeries or visit multiple doctors. It adds up pretty quick, and the majority of it comes out of our pocket.
Let's go back to your injury. Go back to 2015. You broke your neck. I mean, first off, why in a million years are you trying to go back to this after an injury like that? I'd be scared to death to even attempt.
Well, the main reason is I'm too lazy to work and I'm too scared to steal. So I had to come back to riding bulls after that, that neck injury. And, I love the sport. That's what I've done my whole life. And so I just kind of roll with the punches, deal with the injuries when they happen, and train harder to get back, as soon as possible after one of those bad wrecks. I'm
going to apologize for this because I'm sure you're asked this question a lot. How does somebody actually get into professional bull riding? Because it's not something that's on the mainstream.
Yeah, it's not your average. You can't just go get anybody off the street and teach them how to ride bulls and expect them to be good at it. It's something that you have to crave and love at the most thing. And you got to be well aware of the danger that's in it and be content about it, because there's, the danger is very high.
Mm-hmm.
So, the wreck is going to happen. It's just when and how bad it does. And you got to be okay with that and be able to roll with it, knowing that, you could get hurt very badly, or, there's even people that's been killed doing this sport. So
yeah.
As long as you're content with that, then you could possibly make it as a professional bull rider.
Speaking with Sean Willingham here on the new 107.1 The Boss, PBR is stopping off in Atlantic City for the first time in 15 years, coming up on the 15th and 16th at Boardwalk Hall. Sean is one of the top bull riders this season and throughout his 15-year career. You're currently, 10th this season right now?
Yes.
Solid.
Pretty good season.
Yeah, solid year.
We're almost, we're winding down for our year end. I think we have 6 more events left after this weekend, or maybe counting this weekend till our World Finals, which is our Super Bowl in Las Vegas coming up in November, the 7th through the 11th. So everybody's shooting to get there and to win a world title, and some guys are trying to get there to compete for their first World Finals appearance.
That leads me to the next question, both Las Vegas and Atlantic City. First off, coming back to Atlantic City for the first time in 15 years, you guys have definitely benefited from more exposure from some of the newer sports channels, ranging from the CBS Sports Network, the NBC Sports Network. So professional bull riding is out there more now than it ever has before. So coming back to the East Coast has got to feel like an accomplishment for the tour, let alone you as riders.
Yeah, it goes to show, how big our sport is growing. To be able to come back to a town that we have not been to in 15 years and come back and be successful again, that's pretty impressive. That just proves to show that this sport is still climbing and is the number one sport on dirt,
And with Las Vegas, did you ever think 15 years ago you'd be sitting there kind of going, okay, so our Super Bowl is now in Vegas. It's not in Texas. It's not in Oklahoma. It is in the Las Vegas Strip under the bright lights, major cameras, major exposure. I mean, that alone, you have to sit back over your 15 years and go, and I say this because I know there are rumors that you're going to be retiring the end of the season. It's got to feel really good to see where it's been from where you started to where it is right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's pretty impressive. I've seen it grow, tremendous. The PBR has been around for 25 years, and I've been there for 19 of them. So you can imagine what it was like 19 years ago to now. And, it's a major stream of sport. I mean, everybody loves it. It's mainstream. Everybody wants to watch bull riding. And, we're just growing and bringing in new viewers. And I think this past weekend we was number 2 in the ratings on the CBS Sports. So we beat out everybody on the network stations other than NFL. So that's pretty impressive to reach those goals and push forward to bring in bigger crowds to watch us on every weekend.
It is the most dangerous 8 seconds on TV, and to experience it live would be quite an experience. So you can do that this weekend down in Atlantic City at Boardwalk Hall with Sean Willingham and the tour and everything that goes about it. I'm going to wrap it up with a couple of quick hits here with you, Sean, because the one thing I've noticed about some of the bull names I've come up with: After Midnight, Eye of the Storm. What is the most creative bull name you've ever heard?
Most creative bull name, Knock 'em out, John.
Knock 'em out, John. That sounds like a bull I don't even want to mess with in any way, shape, or form. But go ahead.
No, I missed you for a minute there. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, no problem. I've seen stats in bull riding. What is a good stat as far as surviving the 8 seconds? Is it like 50% of the time, 60% of the time when you hop on the bull?
If you can rock and roll with 50%. You're probably going to wind up the number 1 bull rider in the world at the end of the year. So 50% is pretty solid. If you're staying in the 40s, you're probably in the top 10 in the world.
Okay, I learned something on that. And I'll wrap it up with this because I've been spying on your Twitter account. There was a tweet came out about May, and I'm sitting here going, okay, so he's setting up for his next career. In and out pressure washing. Either that was just a funny thing that you found with somebody with your name, or there's your sideline business when you get out of this business.
Yeah, that's just that's something I just come up with. I figured something catchy, pressure washing, and I figured if I can get in and out and be done with the job, it'd be pretty fun. So I come up with it and I just rode with it. And it seemed to catch pretty easy.
Hey, congratulations on what you've done in bull riding. Congratulations on whatever it is in your future. We look forward to spending some time in Atlantic City. Again, tickets still available. It is happening this weekend at Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City. PBR Tour is coming into town. Watch Sean Willingham and all the great bull riders come around. Sean, thank you so much for the time today.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you.